Okay, so over here we're doing a big fun circuit to start off class, and we're going to do big straddle jumps over the cones. On every cone we're going to do a big straddle jump over it. And then when they come to the bridge, they're going to go ahead, jump over, safety stop. And then they're going to do a big jump over the red mat, or as far as they can get on the red mat. If they can get all the way to the blue, awesome. Then we're going to come to the trampoline. We're going to do some nice straddle jumps. Make sure to point our toes at the end of each straddle jump. Then we're going to come to the P-bars. And we're going to come to the middle of the P-bars, and we're just going to work on doing a couple of weight shifts. So you're going to lift up one hand at a time 5 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come down. And then you're going to come to the rings, and you're going to do an inverted hang. You're just one time going to walk your feet out and then back in. So toes up onto the bar, walk your toes outside, and back in. Nice. And then they're going to come to the beam, and they're going to put their hands on the line and their feet on the beam, and they're going to walk down. And then they're going to come to the hula hoops, and they're going to do some backwards frog jumps. And then they're going to come to the P-bars, and they're going to do some backwards walking on the P-bars. So tuck walk backwards with their feet up. It's kind of hard. They're going to try the best to shift their weight. And then they're going to come to the balance beam. And then they're going to come to the balance beam, and they're going to do backwards kicks, straight knees, pointed toes. Try to get them to do that, because that will really help with their cartwheels if they can kick backwards with straight knees and pointed toes. Great. In the back of the room, they're going to work mostly on their P-bar routine and a few other stations. So over here, they're going to do a salute. Then they're going to jump to front support, doing a straddle travel. Try to get their knees straight and toes pointed and hold it each time they straddle. Continuing the video. Good. Then after they do 2 straddles, they're going to bring their feet together, and they're going to do a tuck hold. If they're really strong, you can ask them to do a pike hold. Then they're going to take a few steps back in their tuck. Then they're going to do 3 big swings, straight knees, and jump to safety stop finish. And salute. Nice. Over here, we're going to work on our front support fold over and stand up. So they're going to jump to front support, and you're going to set it so that their toes are pretty much right by the mat. And then they're going to fold in half. And before they stand up, they're going to put their toes on the mat and stand on the mat and push up, so that they learn that transfer of weight. Over here, they're going to work on their push-ups, and they're going to put their hands in front of the yellow block. They're going to look up, and then they're going to bring their chest down to squish the yellow block and come up. And chest goes down to squish the yellow block and come up. Make them do 5, take a break, and start again. Then they're going to come to the cartwheel station, and they're going to try to do a really long cartwheel. Please make sure to set up the alligator at the end of the blue mat and land in a lunge on the floor. So they really have to kick hard and make sure that they finish facing the clock, squared hips. Great. In the front of the room, they're going to work on a couple of drills on their floor routine. So over here, they're going to put their feet on the block and their head into the pink mat. They have to do this slowly, no kicking up, no power, just strength. They're going to lift a leg, try to get it to the wall, and then kick the next leg to the wall. Hold it, bring one leg down at a time, and back up at a time. They can try that 3 times, take a break, and then start again. Over here, they're going to do just a little bit of their beginning of their floor routine. So they're going to start with a salute, one hand up, and then they're going to do their pike forward roll to layout. Hold that layout for a few seconds, then go into a bridge position and bridge up. And then they're going to do a candlestick to squat. And that's what they're going to do on the line. This station, they're going to work on 2 things. First, they're going to put their back foot on the mat, and they're going to try to lift up their front foot and 5 times and then switch. So they're just lifting up their front foot and keeping their back foot on the mat, and the goal is to try to get both knees to be straight and pointed, which is a little bit hard. So they'll try 5 on each side, and then they're going to come sit on top of the mat and do a 5-second bridge. So they're going to sit all the way on top, push up, so they're really stretching their shoulders, and they're going to hold for 5 seconds, come down, and then they'll start again. 5 leg lifts on each side, and a 5-second bridge. Over here, they're going to do the ending of their routine. So they're going to do a lunge to handstand. They're going to come down, bring their feet together, jump half turn, and cartwheel. And that's it. That's the lesson plan for the boys.